Good morning. I want to thank everyone for joining us today as we walk through a program currently available for fleets operating in the San Joaquin Valley. We have chosen this specific program today due to the simplicity and applicability to the many markets serving and supporting this region. My name is Joe Rudolph, and I'm responsible for commercial fleet sales at ROUSH CleanTech, and will be the host for this morning's webinar. As we get started this morning, I want to review a few learning targets we've identified to focus on throughout the presentation, and that's our role in alternative fuels and advanced technologies, the technologies that are eligible for funding that we're going to be reviewing this morning, where those fuel systems are applicable within your fleet, and what's required to complete an application for the San Joaquin's Fleet Expansion Program. For over 40 years now, ROUSH has been specializing in advanced technologies across many markets and industries with a heavy focus on design, development, integration, and manufacturing of vehicle powertrain systems and components. In 2010, we decided to develop ROUSH CleanTech to leverage these skills, capabilities, and experiences to develop products in addition to solutions, and felt Propane Autogas checked all the boxes when evaluating the various alternatives and advanced technologies. By pursuing Propane Autogas, we were able to provide a commercially available, nationwide, ultra-low NOx and 50-state medium-duty offering at minimal impact to the end user and delivering on the bottom line while reducing harmful emissions with a domestic and reliable fuel source. And since 2010, we have approximately 25,000 vehicles across all 50 states and 6 provinces, supporting over 1,300 fleets. These 25,000 vehicles consist of Ford's medium-duty commercial offerings of conventional cab and chassis, cutaways, and strip chassis equipped with a purpose-built engine and available for purchase through Ford's nationwide dealer network. Ship-through and drop-ship are also available options to consider when ordering to assist with the logistics required to support the various stages involved in the vehicle upfit. Due to the relationship and integration with the proven Ford platform, these vehicles maintain full factory warranty and performance while being maintained and serviced with existing diagnostic and service equipment. ROUSH CleanTech has worked closely with their fleet users and partners to identify and onboard service providers to ensure a desirable experience when operating these propane autogas-powered vehicles. Onboarding personnel are continuously at work to maintain the proper coverage and support of existing and upcoming deployments through the use of OEM, independent, and mobile service providers. Now that you have a better understanding of the role ROUSH has in advanced transportation solutions, and specifically propane autogas, we can begin reviewing the eligibility requirements associated with this program and the applicable incentives. Class 4 through 7 vehicles with a compliance rating of 0.02 grams per braking horsepower per hour, and for model years 2018 and newer. The incentive levels are $10,000 for Class 4 through 6 vehicles and $20,000 for Class 7 vehicles. And this program does not require an existing vehicle for replacement or for scrappage. Beginning with our Class 4 and 5 eligible offerings, we have the F450-550 conventional cab and chassis with a maximum GVW of 19,500 pounds. We offer 2 different tank configurations and capacities to support your range requirements up to 250 miles. Both arrangements are mounted midship and right-hand side to allow for nearly any application and accessories required to support the daily operations. With respect to the Class 6 and 7 eligible platforms, we have the F650 and F750 conventional cab and chassis with a maximum GVW of 33,000 pounds. Due to the many different markets being served by this medium-duty chassis, we have developed and integrated several tank arrangements and capacities. We first have our single tank system that mounts on the left-hand side of the vehicle, as illustrated below, and provides up to 250 miles of range. In addition to the single tank, we have 2 different dual tank arrangements. One is intended for the more invasive and complex body configurations, such as a drop frame beverage body, or bodies requiring midship and outboard frame-mounted outriggers or stabilizing technologies. And for the less invasive bodies, we have an extended range option for those requiring range beyond the 250 miles associated with the previously mentioned tank arrangement. Lastly, we have the strip chassis that is available with the F53 and the F59 platform, and a GVW up to 26,000 pounds. Our single midship and right-hand tank arrangement is the perfect fit for any walk-in step van or trolley application requiring up to 260 miles of range without refueling. Now that we have illustrated our role in advanced transportation solutions, the eligibility requirements for this funding opportunity, and the vehicles and potential applicability within your fleet and daily operations, we will quickly review the 6 easy steps to be considered for the available incentives of $10,000 and $20,000 per vehicle. Step 1, Form C1 is required for each applicant and only one for each applicant. This page requires some very basic information about the organization you represent, the fleet, and the contact information for the individual representing the organization. Please note that the individual signing as the agreement signing authority must be the owner of the vehicles. Step 2, Form C2 is required for each vehicle being requested and requires information specific to the actual vehicle and the intended use and region of use. Step 3, only the front page of the W-9. And for step 4, a copy of the driver's license for the individual signing as the signing agreement authority that's required on applicant form C1. Step 5 requires proof of compliance with California Truck and Bus through the submission of the annual certification or through providing your user ID and password on the applicant form C1. Lastly, step 6, submission. There are 2 options. ROUSH CleanTech is more than happy to not only submit these documents for consideration, but also complete on your behalf through a very brief exchange of information via phone or email. Or you can submit directly to the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District as listed here below. Now that you have learned how easily these incentives can be pursued, I want to make you aware of existing and eligible inventory that can be made available and servicing your fleet in just a few weeks. We have a variety of demonstration vehicles available at a fraction of the MSRP, and they're already equipped with ready-to-work applications and accessories. In addition, we have approximately 100 eligible and model year 2019 pre-title conventional cab and chassis, F550, F650, and F750, as well as work-ready walk-in step vans, also eligible for the incentives we have discussed this morning. These vehicles can be upfit and made available to your body company of choice within 5 to 6 weeks of receipt of order. In closing, I want to thank you very much for your time this morning and also take an opportunity to reinforce some of the benefits when choosing these propane autogas powered vehicles and partnering with ROUSH CleanTech. You have a robust and proven OEM purpose-built engine and fuel system with a nationwide service network and a compliant system across all 50 states at an ultra-low NOx rating with a domestic, available, mobile, and economic fuel, displacing diesel and the costly and complex aftertreatment technology, and utilizing strong nationwide OEM partners such as Ford Motor Company and ROUSH CleanTech to deliver a commercially available technology while reducing today's emissions. Here's my contact information as we address any questions that may have surfaced during our time together, and I thank you again for your time.
If anybody has any questions, go ahead and feel free to submit through the Q&A or in the chat function. And we'll just give it a minute. If anybody has questions, Joe would be more than happy to answer them. Doesn't look like we have any questions. Thank you for joining. We will have a recorded webinar sent out to all the attendees. If you are interested or have any follow-up questions, please feel free to reach out to Joe Rudolph, and we'll leave his information up for a second. Thank you for coming on out.